Hello, welcome to the next edition of the Wednesday special. Today we're going to be trying out Doom Foretold in Pioneer. Uh, Now, we do have some interesting cards in the deck. We're going to be trying out the new Drought, which basically is an artifact of ETBs, draw a card, lose a life, and when you sack it, you draw a card, lose a life. So it should work out quite well, I think, with Doom Foretold. So that's what we're going to try out today. There's a lot of cards that we got in the last few sets that hopefully can make Doom Foretold actually a competitive deck, but we'll get into that in just a minute. Make sure you smash that like button if you like Doom Foretold, and also consider subscribing. We're on our way to 1,000 subs. Let's get there together, and let's break down the deck list and see the deck in action. So the deck list, we have 2 Shieldreds, 4 of the Besiege the Mirror, so that way we can sack something, go digging, hopefully find our Doom Foretold or Shieldred. We also find a Kayla's Wrath if we need to. We have another Kayla's Wrath on the board in case we fight aggro. This deck does have a lot of cards that get basic planes. We have 5. Hopefully we draw our one of Urborg, so that way our planes tap for black. Because we do have Besiege the Mirror, which is 3 black. Most of the time we'll put our pathway on black. But outside of that, we have a lot of spot removal that are enchantments. Treacherous Blessing, which is card draw. Phyrexian Arena, which is card draw. Demonic Pact, which is card draw, so should be able to hopefully turn through our deck. Our removal is Rite of Oblivion. We also have some Vanishing Verse on the sideboard. We also have 4 pushes on the sideboard in case we face like something like Amalia. We bring that in. Duress for the control matchup. Portable Hole for extra little bit of removal against early aggro decks. Eidolon of Rhetoric for the Lotus Field matchup. Go Blank also for control. Lotus Field. So that is our Doom Foretold for Pioneer. Let's see if this deck can compete. And let's get into it. Pathway on blue. It's not bad. That means we have something to do turn 2. So we'll lead off with Thoughtseize. Say, get rid of Mending. Say go. There's a Waste. Passes. Pathway on black. Play Drought. Fairy Mastermind. Tends to draw an extra card off me. There's a Field. Smacks me for 2. Fortresses. I think I play the Fortress and a Trial. Say go. Pops my land. We grab a Swamp. Plays the Tap Hall and passes. Put the pathway on white. Beseech the Mirror with Bargain. Sack the Drought. Grab Doom Foretold. Cast it. Alright, so we get to draw a card. Maybe it would have been more wise, I guess, to grab the Demonic Pact. Cauldron. Gets rid of the Lookout to grow the Shredder. Okay, we go to combat and shove. Blocks. Othakaya. Kill the Shredder. I don't need to play anything necessarily. I can't technically play the Birth unless I play a Shrine untapped. We'll just play Shrine tapped. Do a hand check because it's fine. Okay, so we know he has a land. So I go. Plays his land. Passes. Play Restoration of Aganshu. Grab a Plains. Play a Birth. Then the deck. Play a Shrine tap. Say go. Passes. So we untap. We make a 0-4. Get rid of a Plains. Get back Drought. Draw a card. Play Birth. Grab another Plains. Play that said Plains. Go ahead and drop down Treacherous Blessing. Dovin Veto. And we pass the turn. There's a Faithful Mending. Play the Pathway on blue. Turns on the Hall. And eats the Shredder. So he has an 8-8. Passes. Maybe he thought we had a Wandering Emperor. Play a Vent and say go. Passes. So we gain some life. Play a Doom Foretold. Render silent. Play a plane. Say, oh wait. You might not have a creature now. Turn on the Vent and shove. Passes. Blessing. So that resolves. Attempt to Thoughtseize. Makes a Shark. Get rid of the Cauldron. Cast this for Bargain. I think I want to sack the Treacherous, even though it's better to sack Drought. I don't think I want to lose life for every card I cast. Let's cast the Shieldred. And say go. He's the Mastermind. So now it has the draw ability. Turns on the Hall. Shoves with both. We block. So we gain a little bit of life, but we draw kind of a useless card. Turn on the Shambles. Got it. Against Controlish, we bring in Duresses. Probably it. I think I want to keep a one of Kayla's Wrath. It's pretty tricky, actually. Maybe Oath. I don't like that. So he plays a tap land, passes. We play a tap land ourselves, say go. Plays a fountain and a Grafdigger's Cage. Okay, so that stops us from using it to tutor up creatures. I think I just plains drop, say go. So a fountain, tapped, a shredder. Play the swamp and a Ganju. Get me a plain, say go. Tap tall, another shredder, and shoves. So we discard, I think, the trial and get back to trial. And go ahead and eat the shredder. Drop down a shrine tapped. Play a duress. Take typhoon, say go. Play the tap grave and passes. Probably gonna play the cauldron. Yeah. So that flips. So I think I need a thought seize. Probably should use it now to kill that. So we get to just play a plains and drop down a shieldred, say go. Passes. So he has no, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't activate the hall. Play draw a card. Play Doom Foretold and shove. Probably sacks the cauldron. Got it. 1-0. Getting to the next. Temple of Mystery. Restless Forest. Fortress, there you go. Breeding Pool. Scrying. Lotus Field. Passes. Pathway on black. Play Draught, say go. Another Scrying. For a stage. Plays Lotus Field. Urborg. Tricky. So we know he's going to play the stage and copy. So I think it's my turn that I could successfully play the Restoration and Zego and copies and passes. Get rid of a plains. Put the plains back. Play Shattered Sanctum. Okay, so I don't think there's anything that Besiege can get here. So I think I just want to Thought Seize. Take the Ultimatum. And I guess play Blessing. So I go. So if he plays the Impulse. Plays a stage. You know he has a Battle Recovery, and I think a Beseiju. Cycles of Vizier. Copies with the stage. Passes. So if I draw a Thought Seize, that would be ideal. Phyrexian Arena is not what I'm looking for. So this might look weird, since I really want to get a Thought Seize. So I think I really just want to Beseech the Mirror, bargain the Draught. And I still want to get a Shieldred, which is why it looks weird. But I really need a discard spell here. That is not what I was looking for. So we get Shieldred, we get drained, and we just pass. Okay, Emergent Ultimatum. Now if he gets a pour, right, he takes 6. Honestly, I think I get back Dark Petition. I mean, he doesn't have any untappers in his graveyard. So this prevents him from adding any black mana to his mana pool. Okay, so there's Behold. And Lear goes on the stack first. Or last. Makes sense. Now, you're basically going to pitch your entire hand. I guess technically, he could get a couple untappers here, right? He has 2 mana. So, yeah. Maybe it was better to give him Dark Petition, right? Because he would have just tutored for the untapped 2 lands for 2. And then he would have just fizzled a little bit. There's the strings. Untaps. Hidden Strings. Mastermind's Acquisition. Oh, it was the same. Okay, got it. That was the same Hidden Strings. That was flashback with Lear. Okay, Impulse and Cycles. Another Impulse. Are you fizzling? Okay, another Strings. That's pretty good. And again, he still needs a lot of action. I guess he does have an Emergent Ultimatum in the yard. Plays another Strings. You can get to Omniscience now, but Omniscience doesn't save him. Black and White. Approach. And Mastermind's Acquisition for Impulse. Seems decent. So he's still 3 cards off from it. Dark Petition. But he has all black mana. That's like his most useless mana. Acquisition. So he probably wins on his turn, if I had to guess. So I guess my best bet here is we need to sack the Beseech. Get a embarrassing Thought Seize. And Thought Seize the opponent. Take the Approach. And Rite of Oblivion. Sacking Resto. And shove. Got it. Okay, so now we get Duress in. Eidolon in. Go Blank in. Down the Wrath. Down Oath. Right actually helped. Weirdly enough. I don't think I need Arena. Demonic Pack out. And a Doom. I don't like that. Pool. Tapped. Passes. Fortress, they go. There's the stage, which he doesn't really want to sack. And a Scrying for a field. We drew a land. That's useful. Can't do anything this turn. We just pass. Otawara. The next turn is Lotus Field. Play the Plains. Play Treacherous Blessing. Say go. get rid of the resto. So he makes 2 mana, plays a Lotus Field, sacks these 2, and then copies and passes. We draw another Besiege, which isn't useful. We play the Shrine. Thoughtseize. Take Zakama, because I respect it, and just drop down an Eidolon or Rhetoric. Say go. Plays a Pour, untaps, but has to end his turn. Unless he could Otawara, I don't think he can. Plays a Stage, and then copies. Play a Shrine tapped. Bargain. Oh crap, but that means that actually backfires. We will just take a Shieldred and shove. Destroys my creature, and hitting strings. There's the Pour. Gets rid of a Temple. Plays a Lair. That's a win con. Plays an Impulse. And another Pour. Emergent Ultimatum. Put back Dark Petition. Hopefully this Rite of Oblivion gets me there. Plays a free Impulse. Chandra. Copies strings. Plays a Pour. Mastermind. Okay. There's the approach. Pour. You should be able to win this turn. Now he just impulses. Another Pour. Yeah, and so the impulse is all you needed. Now you should be able just to find it and cast it. Yeah. So one card I forgot to take out of here was Trial. There has to be something better. Trial. I guess Verse is better. I don't like that. Swamp. Duress. Take the Scrying. Sego. There's a Sanctum. Play a Vent. Sego. Passes. Swamp. Play a Treacherous Blessing. Sego. Plays a Lotus Field. I'm guessing he's going to Vizier, untap this, and passes. Play the Plains. Play Shieldred. Sego. Grazer. Is it a Hallelujah? No. What do you have in hand that you can't Hallelujah with a Grazer? Alright, hand check. I think it's Pour, right? Either Pour, Leer, or Ultimatum. Pour. Play a Shrine tapped. Go to combat, shove. Leave up a Verse. Passes. So we gain some life. Play a Duress. Take the Verdict. Play that on black. Turn that on. Shove. Say go. Finally finds his land. And passes. Alright. 2-0. Let's get into the next. Play a Shrine tap. Say go. Watery Grave. Untapped. Passes. Play a Swamp. Say go. So gazes into my eyes. Cool. Hopefully you find what you like, opponent. Gets rid of a couple pain lands. Plays a Waste. Commune. I figured this was a Neoform deck, if I had to guess. And passes. Thoughtseize. Play Oath and Kaya. And say go. Plays a River. And a Soul Lost. Actually, I don't mind that. I think that's the more optimal line. Restoration. And Thoughtseize. Doesn't have the mana for the Herald, so I think I take Soul. Souls of the Lost. And it does mean we're taking a crap ton of damage. Ditcher Supplier. Then I assume you play... No, we got rid of the Soul Lost. You could play Driven. Oh, just gazes. And I'm assuming he shoves me for 12. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of damage. Essentially half our life total. Get rid of the Plains. Get it back. Play Restoration. Grab the Plains. Play the Plains. Rite of Oblivion. Say go. Okay, Watery Grave. Unites the Elves. Back of Moretti. Okay, so this kind of loops itself. It's another... Alright. I guess technically this is loops forever, right? Because he keeps getting it back and it keeps dying. So it's just... But the question is, how does he win? We're at 9. And if he keeps... He has to basically... guess he can mill till he's has 1 or 2 left. And then target something else? There's Thassa's Oracle. Ah, I see. But that's not an elf nor... Oh, Tyvar at the very end. Then he mills and returns to Oracle. Yep. So I guess we have Go Blank. That's our only graveyard hate. Can't really interact with that. We could bring in Fatal Pushes. Dresses. Demonic Pact out. I don't think this is a grindy matchup. So Arena out. Maybe Trim and Trim a Doom. I don't like that. Pathway on black. Duress. Take Commune. Say go. Plays a River. Play a Fortress. Say go. So there's the Gaze. Plays a Waste and passes. Restoration. Gazes. Take a Plane. Say go. I guess you're going to play Tyvar. Get back the Soul. Okay, so he gets back a Soul, which triggers Prize Amalgam. So we discard a Trial. Get it back. Play the Fortress. Play another Trial. Say go. Swamp. Supplier. Another Tyvar. Mills. So he has a 12-12. Not terrible. Passes. There's the Prize Amalgam. So we flip the Restoration. Play the Plains. I really don't want to go mirror to Go Blank. That doesn't seem very good. Play Doom Foretold. Say go. We'll probably just sack Supplier. Figured I would want to do that before I go blank, hoping I hit the Thassa's Oracle. So I'm assuming he attacks just with that, yeah. I think we take it down to 6. Now, there could be a world where he just... I didn't see any of the drain cards, though, so I think we're okay. Untaps it, so I guess that means I can't attack the Tyvar now. Guess I could. By Beseech, go blank. Can't wake up, mills himself, and then plays that side card. But that's immediately going to die if I go blank. So we sack a trial, bargain, sack a trial, go blank. So we go to combat. I think we hit Tyvar. See what he prefers. He can double block. Does double block. So I think it makes sense to, I guess, trade with the soul. So he must sack. Does he keep... Okay, he sacks the prize amalgam. He must really praise this Tyvar. So cracks his Tyvar, hoping to get something better. I guess you get back to souls. It's a 7/6, which gets back to prize amalgam and a heap. So our foretold dies. Play the draught, another land. Probably should have played the sanctum. If I block there, I take 6. So yeah, I have to. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. Oh wait, it doesn't even matter. This is cost 4 mana. It's not a Shambling Vents, which would have let me stay in the game. So that was a sweet deck. It definitely raises a concern. I should have probably had a Rest in Peace in the graveyard. Tutor, probably worth it. 2-1. Let's get into the wrap up. So what do we learn this week about this deck overall? We went 2-1. Not a bad record considering that Doom Foretold is not necessarily a meta deck by any means. But like I said, one thing I do want is actively maybe a Rest in Peace or two. Just because that last matchup, it did actually make a difference. And it's more also so for that, it's not bad as a 1 of tutor target against something like Lotus Field. It's also not bad against something like Phoenix, and so on. So I definitely think I want to cut like a Vanishing Verse from the board. It's probably ideal. So that's probably the only change I want to make. If you have any considerations, let me know down in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification before you head out that door. And until next time, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. Talk to you soon.